Hey everyone! Welcome back to Old Charles, your favorite spot for coin collecting and rare coin values. Today, we're diving deep into the story and value of the 1992 United States Liberty 1 dime. Is it just pocket change, or a hidden treasure? Stick around and let's find out. First things first, let's talk about this coin's history. The United States 1 dime you see from 1992 is part of the Roosevelt dime series, which started all the way back in 1946. It was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away in 1945, and who played a big role in fighting polio through the March of Dimes campaign. On the obverse, that's the front, you'll find Roosevelt's left-facing portrait. And on the reverse, the back, you'll see a torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace, and an oak branch for strength. Now, the 1992 dime isn't made of silver like the earlier Roosevelt dimes from the 1940s and 50s. Instead, it's made of a copper-nickel-clad composition. That's a copper core sandwiched between two nickel layers. It weighs about 2.27 grams and has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. How do you know if your 1992 dime is valuable? Asterisk most 1992 dimes are worth about 10 to 25 cents if they're in circulated condition, basically regular pocket change. But if you find a high-grade coin, especially ones graded MS-65 or higher, it can be worth a few dollars, sometimes up to $10 or $15. Proof dimes from San Francisco, the ones with the S mint mark, are shinier and made for collectors. A pristine 1992 S-proof dime can fetch between $5 to $10. And if you're lucky enough to find an error, like a double die or off-center strike, your coin could be worth $50 or even hundreds of dollars. Here are some fun facts. Over 1.2 billion dimes were minted in Philadelphia alone in 1992, so they're not considered rare. Roosevelt's portrait was designed by John R. Sinnock, the same guy who designed the Franklin half-dollar. Some conspiracy theorists long ago said Sinnock's initials, JS, secretly honored Joseph Stalin, but that's totally not true. So, is the 1992 Liberty dime worth thousands? Sadly, not usually, but it's an important piece of history, and finding one in mint condition or spotting a cool error can definitely add a little treasure to your collection. If you've got a shiny 1992 dime sitting at home, take a closer look. Who knows what you might find? The 1992 United States Liberty 1 dime, often simply called the Roosevelt dime, is part of a much larger and important story in American coinage. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, right after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. He wasn't just any president. He led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. Even more personally, Roosevelt had suffered from polio and became a national symbol of hope and perseverance. His efforts to fight polio helped create the March of Dimes, a movement that raised money to find a cure. That's why, shortly after his death, it was decided that Roosevelt should be honored on the 10-cent coin, replacing the old Mercury dime. The design was created by John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the United States Mint at the time. The dime features Roosevelt's left-facing portrait on the front, and on the back, a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, powerful symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. Fast forward to 1992. By then, the Roosevelt dime had already been circulating for 46 years. However, there were some important differences compared to earlier decades. Before 1965 ***, dimes were made of 90% silver. After 1965 ***, because of the rising price of silver, dimes were changed to a copper-nickel-clad material. So the 1992 dime is made of a copper core with a nickel outer layer, and not silver. One cool thing about the 1992 San Francisco dimes. Some collectors hunt for no S error-proof coins, where the S mint mark is missing. This type of error is very rare, but it has happened on other years too, like in 1990. Overall, the 1992 Roosevelt dime is an important continuation of American values. Freedom ***, torch, peace ***, olive branch, strength ***, oak branch, and a tribute to a president who inspired hope during some of the hardest times in American history. Even though 1992 dimes are common today, their historical meaning runs very deep. Would you also like me to add a fun timeline graphic idea you can use for your video to make the history part even cooler? Scroll movie camera. It would be like 1945, FDR dies 1946, Roosevelt dime introduced 1965, silver removed 1992, dime struck in P, D, and S mints. When it comes to coins, condition is everything. Collectors don't just want old coins, They want coins that are in the best possible shape. For the 1992 Liberty 1 dime, the condition can make a huge difference between a coin that's worth just 10 cents. Circulated coins *** are ones that have been used in everyday life. They've been handled, dropped, scratched, and worn down. Most 1992 dimes you find in your pocket are circulated. These usually have only face value, about 10 to 25 cents depending on condition. Uncirculated coins *** are coins that never entered general use. They were kept safe, maybe in rolls, bags, or collections. A 1992 dime in mint state, graded MS 60 and above, can be worth $1 to $15 or more, depending on how clean and sharp it looks. Coin collectors use a 70-point grading scale, called the Sheldon scale, to measure the quality of coins. A 1992 Roosevelt dime graded MS 67 or MS 68 by companies like PCGS or NGC can sell $100 to $200, but that's very rare. If you find a 1992 S-proof dime from San Francisco, it was made especially for collectors. Proof coins are made using special dies and polished planchets. They are extremely shiny with sharp details. A perfect proof, 70, PR70, 1992, S-dime can be worth $15 to $30 or more. Keep an eye out for error coins, like double strikes, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks. These can dramatically increase a coin's value, sometimes to hundreds